Wow. Look at this view. We are right in front of the beach. The ocean is right there. The swimming pool is looking beautiful. Good morning and welcome to Tala Talks, where I share my everyday thoughts and everyday experiences. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you 4 budget beachfront accommodations that you can stay in right here in Negros, particularly in a beautiful place called Daan. And just right behind us, I don't know if you can see that mountain there. Again, the video will never do justice, but we've got the best of both worlds. We've got the seafront, we've got the mountains. Let's have a drink, everyone. The ocean's right behind us and it's such a magical place to be in right now. If you are planning to visit the Philippines, maybe for leisure, to work, to travel, or maybe to retire here, I would highly recommend a company called Christian Filipina. They are a premium dating service and they have an awesome team that scans every profile to ensure that every possible match that you make could possibly be the love of your life. I've heard of many successful stories that have even led to marriage. With a Christian Filipina, they will guide you through the process on what it's like in dating a traditional Filipina who are very family-oriented and grounded on their moral values. Christian Filipina offers coaching and fellowship with its members to help you get to know more about the Filipino culture. And I'm so excited to let you know that Christian Filipina now offers an exclusive package called the Dream Filipina VIP package. Because why settle for less when you can have your Dream Filipina? You will have your own romance consultant to guide you through the journey, enabling an even higher success rate. You'll have a webinar or a group call, and you get to meet couples who have met through this amazing platform, and they will hopefully inspire you to know that it is possible to find your Dream Filipina. They will also include a $500 Visa voucher in case you decide to get the Filipino Visa service from them. You will also have a complimentary airport pickup, so don't forget to check them out. I will put the link on the description box below, and I can't wait for you to meet the love of your life, your Dream Filipina. Now back to the video. Imagine enjoying a drink by this bar overlooking that view, and I don't even know if you can hear the sounds of the waves crashing, but it is just such a beautiful place to be in. And we are so lucky at the moment because this place isn't quite as busy. Number one, it is low season, and number two, it has seen its peak days, and so because of that they have definitely lowered the rates. And I'm gonna go through 4 amazing resorts that I've personally been to, and I'm gonna be flashing some video clips either here or the whole screen so that you can experience the resorts as well like I have. Look at those beautiful, gorgeous sunbeds. You can always take them out if you want fancy enjoying the sun. But again, it is meant to be low season because of the rain. But what rain are we talking about here? Look at this view. Wow. How beautiful is this? We are so lucky to be in a place like this right now. You could just literally run to the ocean. And I think it's so important to show you the view from here as well. This camera isn't doing justice, but the view of those mountains, it's so incredible. Wow. This is paradise. You gotta see this. You have to be here. There's a fisherman over there. I'm sure he is waiting to catch his next meal. And just look at this beautiful sun reflecting on the ocean. They're like diamonds. I'll do my best to make sure that there isn't any background sounds here so that you can hear the natural sounds of the ocean. This is magical. without further ado, let's begin the video. That view is just incredible. I don't know if you can see the sun reflecting on the ocean. There's a lovely fisherman over there. He looks closer actually than he really is on the camera. But the first resort I want to share with you is a place called Ivy Maze. And they are actually right next to the resort that I used to do my diving with, and I did my open water there as well. But Ivy Maze, they just have this incredible view of the sea. They're actually right in front of the beach, and so that kind of gives them the edge of being beachfront. And I'll walk you through inside. My first impression when I saw the resort, yeah, you've got the sunbeds just right outside. So already you can enjoy the morning sunrise or the evening or the late afternoon sunset. It is just, how do I say, a very grounding, down-to-earth kind of place. And the cheapest accommodations that you'll be able to get there is 500 Filipino peso. I'm gonna double check what that is in US dollar. So per night, that is about 8 to 9 US dollars. I know you can get cheaper in other countries like Thailand or maybe even Vietnam, but because you are paying for the beachfront, I suppose they do have that opportunity to charge a little bit higher. And I do have to mention as well that it is a 4-bedroom dorm. Now, if you want your own accommodations, it's about 1,000 Filipino peso per night. To be specific, I think it's around 1,200 Filipino peso. I will have to double check again what that is in US dollars. 17 US dollars. That is a premium room right in front of the sea. If you want to even get fancier, there's a cabana, or in the Philippines we call it a villa. It is literally seafront with a window that is overlooking the sea, and it's incredible. If I'm not mistaken, that was around 2,000 Filipino peso or around 34 US dollars. It might seem steep, but if you are there for maybe a day or the week, maybe 2,000 Filipino peso is not going to be much for some people. And I do have to say, because it is a budget place, of course you're only going to be getting very basic amenities like a bed, an AC. You've got I think what it is you really are paying for such a beautiful view of the sea. Now, I went there a little bit after lunch, so I don't know what golden hour looks like during the sunrise and the sunset. But to me, I was just very much impressed with just how whimsical the place felt. It felt very grounding, it felt very native. There's a lot of use of native material like bamboo, and the roofing is probably nipa hut or kugon, which keeps it nice and insulated and nice and cool. And one thing I have to let you know too, I found the construction a bit silly, and it's quite common based from my experience in places like this where there are so many gaps on the flooring and literally your AC is going to be leaking through those gaps, and perhaps occasionally, and I do have to warn you of the realities of being with nature in this kind of construction, is that there could be lots of mosquitoes that would seep in between those gaps. So just to set expectations, and I hope that was quite useful. I hope you enjoyed the mini tour. Let's move on to the next accommodation or the next beachfront budget resort. Wow, that is quite amazing. There seems to be like a family all in one fishing boat, and I'm pretty sure they're getting ready to catch either breakfast or lunch. I'll flip the camera again because this is such a magical sight to see. Mother, father, I'm just assuming they're mother and father, and that's their kids, and I guess the kids will learn from the best fishermen or fisherwoman. And that's why I love waking up early morning like this, because you get to see such incredible sights of local life here, and this is their daily life. I'm not sure if it's daily, but if they do get to catch a lot of fish, maybe they don't need to go fishing every day. I'm actually super excited for this next one. It's called B Ternate, and I'm pretty sure that B is meant to stand for blue ternate. If you aren't familiar with what that flower is like, it's an edible flower. A lot of chefs, especially in a beautiful paradise island called Siargao, they use this blue flower. Sometimes it comes in purple. They use it to color food. For example, if you are making rice, they turn the rice into blue, which is so fun to eat. The flavor is relatively neutral. I would say a little bit on the sweet side if you are very sensitive to certain flavors. For example, you are making an iced tea, and I'll flash you a photo right here. I hope I still have it. I had a Philippine lemonade, which we use a Philippine lime, or we call it calamansi here. It's really potent, it's really sour, it's very delicious. And we were able to turn that into blue naturally. That is all natural food coloring. It's just such a fun ingredient or fun flower to work with. So if you have a chance to check out Blue Ternate, that's the name of the resort. And I was quite shocked to see the place because, believe it or not, I discovered this by accident. The rain was starting to pour and I was thinking, oh, I don't want to get stuck on my motorbike. So I saw the sign that said Beachfront and they offer food. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure they are beachfront because yeah, the road was going towards the beach. And so I made my way there, and I think the staff were pretty shocked to see me because not a lot of guests just pop up spontaneously, not unless they're probably booked in the accommodation. So I was one of those rare people that said, hey, do you serve food and drinks? Can I order some? So I'd like to think they were pleased to see me. When I got in there, I was really shocked to see such a beautiful little hut or like a table where you can dine in, and it was right in front of the sea and I could hear the sound of the waves gushing. And I think my favorite, oh, there's more fisher boats. Check this out. I think what I really appreciated about that little hut where you can dine in by the sea is that there is an electric fan right there, and I know it might be a small thing, but if you are used to the seafront, sometimes there... Oh my god, you gotta check this out. I'm sorry, one last. All those guys were carrying the boat out into the sea. I wasn't able to record it fast enough, but I think it definitely is fishing time. There seems to be a lot of activity around us at the moment. And I guess this is a case of finders keepers. Whoever catches the fish first is gonna bring home the bacon. I will do my best not to be distracted, but straight ahead there's just so much activities going on. There's a lot of fisher boats there too. Maybe I'll walk there before the video ends so that you can see what I'm seeing. But it's just, the energy here is really positive. It's really vibrant with a lot of eager fishermen to catch fish. But what I was saying is if you've lived by the sea long enough, or even up in the mountains or by nature, and I have to thank this beautiful tree for providing us some shade, you will experience a lot of flies, a lot of mosquitoes. They're actually tickling my back at the moment. And so having that electric fan there might seem like a small thing, but it makes such a difference in terms of comfort, in terms of, sorry, there's an ant, in terms of not getting bitten by mosquitoes. There they go, fisher boat. So I was really enjoying my little blue tea over there, and the nice lady decided to take me around to go see the resort and see what it looks like. The first one we saw was 2,000 Filipino peso per night, and let me just double check how much that is in US dollar. Yeah, so again, that is 34 US dollars per night. But this place is different. I mean, if I talked about ivy maze, bamboo little cabana or little villa or hut with an AC, this one is quite different. They've got an infinity pool right in front of the resort that obviously overlooks the sea. And I remember Unit 3 and Unit 1 are the ones you want to book because they're right in front of, I would say, the pool. They're not totally beachfront like Ivy Maze, but this one is close enough and you can still see the sea from your bedroom or from the actual villa. So for 34 US dollars per night, You've got a big TV screen, you've got cemented walls, you've got a huge shower. They provide you amenities like soap, shampoo, you've got drinking water as well. You also have room service. So isn't that incredible? For the same price, you would pay for Ivy Mace, which is a more grounding, down-to-earth kind of place, more low-key, low-profile. And for Beachfront to have like a cemented structure, a nice inverter, like it just seems a lot more modern. And if you are looking for that kind of modern vibe, like city vibe, definitely check that one out. I'm actually quite excited to tell you about the next one. It's also part of Beachfront and it's just next door, and I was pretty shocked and surprised, a beautiful surprise to see it, because after seeing something that looks so modern and cemented, next door you have these independent little huts or villas. Sometimes we call them villas, but I know villa in Europe is like a grand fancy home, a very expensive one. But this one here, there's no AC. It's also $34 per night, or 2,000 Filipino peso. But you definitely are paying for the experience of being in a very traditional Filipino home that is designed on stilts. There's an outdoor area where you can lounge with friends. There's also an electric fan, which is such a plus point, something that is a necessity almost. Not necessarily just for the heat, but also to blow away the mosquitoes and the flies. But you are paying for that experience. It's beachfront. You don't have a toilet, that's the only thing. I remember the lady telling me that she would recommend a day rental or a day visit, because if you have to run to the loo at night, yeah, you have to, like, it's quite a walk. But if you don't mind, I suppose, relieving yourself in the bush or something, in the sea maybe. But you know, for me, I think that's what adds to the novelty, is being able to stay in such a traditional Filipino setup. There's no AC, it's just a fan room. You can request for mosquito nets. Oh, that's the one thing Ivy May had. They had the ready prepared mosquito nets. I'm sure a lot of people requested for that. But Ivy Mace has been around for a while now, at least 5 years, whereas Beachfront just opened last year, 2023. So they're really only going, they're rather new. They're only going maybe on 1 year, and I asked the lady if she can provide mosquito nets, and she said yes, that's not a problem. They can also request that from the owners. It's something I think they hadn't thought of. I think people just rent the place really for day use and not for overnight. But then again, I really appreciate the screen as well by the window overlooking the sea, because it's little details like that that don't allow mosquitoes to come in. But again, also the structure, if you look closely, there are a lot of gaps. So, you know, you just have to seek discomfort, embrace what comes with the paradise that we are in now. It's a lot of insects. It's what it is, you know. And I have a lot of bites as well. Here, I've got some in my arms too. A lot here. And you know, I'm 100% happier in a place like this. I would rather be here than in a city. I find that there's just so much good energy and there's so much love surrounding us when we are by the sea, and when I get to see fishermen working for food, and you get to appreciate really the small things like cold water on a warm day, where in the city they just provide all that convenience, and the pleasure-pain ratio doesn't exist because it's all pleasure, and you don't realize that you have to be grateful for those things anymore. Sorry, I'm going off topic, but one last thing. Sometimes on the weekends there aren't any electricity. There is a brownout or power out. And it does happen in the countryside of the Philippines, for sure. Not just in this island, it's happened also in other islands, for sure. Palawan, in Mindanao, places. So the moment you got your Wi-Fi back, the moment you got your AC back, you know, you're extra grateful for those things. Whereas in the city, that's just everyday life. So they made a psychology test where, you know, for you to really appreciate the pleasure, you kind of somehow have to put yourself in some pain. And that's kind of what you get as well when you work out. You feel so much better after sweating. But back to the video. Budget beachfront resort number 3. And I can't wait to show you this because for me this is the highlight. It's just so nice to see one whole family in a fishboat fishing for their food, but also I can see the kids really enjoying splashing around the water. It's I can hear their laughter through this side. But the next resort is called Sanctuary Cove, and it's over at Zamboanguita, which is really just next door. I would say if you're riding around 40 kilometers per hour, maybe around 20 minutes or 15 minutes to get there. If you're speeding, maybe, I don't know, 9 minutes or 5 minutes. It's just a few kilometers, I would say around 12 kilometers. It's really not that far. And outside you'll see a sign that says tuna time, and it's not hard to miss because you'll pass by a gasoline station called YAP, Y-A-P gasoline station, and when you go a little bit forward, you have to go slowly. You'll see it right away on the right side. Again, it says tuna time, and they're known as Sanctuary Cove. Believe it or not, I discovered this place on Airbnb. I thought that the photos looked beautiful and I just needed to see it to believe it. And the moment I got there, I was like, wow. Let me just tell you first how much it costs, because I'm sure that's like a very important deciding factor. So it is on the steep price, but hear me out and I'll tell you the reasons why you really are getting bang for the buck. It is, if you realize what comes with it, it is incredibly affordable. Like, I kid you not. Maybe not extremely long term, but maybe for a month up to 3 months. Maybe again, it really depends on how much bacon you're bringing home, right? So per month, and they charge per month. You can also do it per day or per week. But per month, it's about 37 Filipino peso. In US dollars, that's 633 US dollars. And because I went there personally, I was able to get in touch with the actual owner. And if you book directly, don't be afraid to actually message them directly. Just search Sanctuary Cove or Tuna Time. The owners are amazing. The hosts are so responsive. They're really quick to respond, and from that you can already see that the service is going to be excellent. I'm pretty sure that you can probably get a lower price from what I've just mentioned, especially maybe if you plan to stay longer. I know a guy stayed there for minimum 6 months. I kid you not, there's a grill right in front of the sea where you can grill vegetables, I don't know, burgers, whatever you fancy grilling. It's just a nice vibe to hang around there, have some nice cold drinks. There is also a beautiful table set up, and you get to enjoy the healing sounds of the waves crashing onto the sea. But the moment you enter, it's got all the modern facilities that any typical condominium would have. It's got a receiving area. It's also got a window overlooking the sea, because that's what we're paying for, is being by the sea, being beachfront, enjoying the sea view, right? They also have screens there by the windows, so you can enjoy the fresh, unpolluted air, fresh air coming in, the sea breeze coming in without having to worry about the mosquitoes. Then you've got your big bed there, and I have to tell you, this is one of the reasons why you're paying a premium price. I know some people find that very affordable. In places like Siargao, they can charge 30,000 peso up to maybe 50. It's incredible how much they charge, 50,000 pesos per month, and it's basic. They don't even have the same amenities like what you'll find here. So they will change your beddings once a week if you fancy that. They'll change the pillowcases, the bed sheets, the covers. They'll even change your bath towels. They provide all of that. They provide one, I don't know how much water that is in one like water jug dispenser thingy. But then the rest you'll just have to order yourself. That's fine because it costs very minimal. The gas for the grill is there. The gas for the stove is there. It's provided for you. There's hot showers. You have your own toilet. And here's the creme de la creme, and I've been waiting to say this. There are solar panels on the roofs so that, and I did mention the power outs at least once every other week. Oh, there's another fisher boat coming out. I'm not gonna get distracted this time. Those solar panels are powerful enough to power you for the whole day because it doesn't last for more than a day, the power out. Usually they say 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. but really it's 11 a.m. up until maybe 3 p.m. So the solar panels are powerful enough to provide you AC. It's powerful enough to power the fridge, and the fridge is taller than me, by the way. Yeah, those solar panels are really what you're paying for, I feel, but it's super affordable. For hot and cold shower, for the solar panels, for the fridge, for the grill, for the sea view, for the change of bath towels and beddings. They've got complete amenities as well, like for the kitchen, the wine glasses, the plates, the cooking gear like the pans, the mittens. It's just everything you can ask for in one place. So wow, that is for me the bang for the buck. Now there are two, they call it villas. So you can, for me, I would suggest for you to go for the Sikihor because that is the bigger one, and for me it's much more spacious. The other one is called Siargao. It's also pretty, but I would say it's a little bit tinier, so definitely make early reservations and don't be afraid to message them because the hosts are super responsive. That's from my experience. They are incredible, and if you want to go direct, I'm pretty sure they'll give you probably better rates. I'm not sure. It's, again, with all the resorts that I'm mentioning, it's best to go straight to them and find out for the updated pricings. They could be on a low peak season, you could get a better price, they could have increased, we don't know, but this is as of 2024. And I'm super excited to share with you the last because I'm so biased, which is where we are staying now. Da, 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 da. Beachfront, baby. Let's go. I don't suppose I need this umbrella. It's a bit overcast. Like I did mention, it's meant to be low season because it's a rainy season. Look how pretty our chair looks. It looks so poetic. How dramatic does that look with birds swarming around us? They're protecting their home. But I'm gonna flip the camera now so that you can experience this. And I did make a separate video in this with what's included, like a really, really thorough tour. But I might do a mini tour now. Let's do that. All right, let's go in, and I can't wait to show you this beautiful place. They've just sorted out the pool. They're able to get the water straight from the sea, so you are swimming in seawater, which is great because you don't have to worry about any mosquitoes there. I believe I started the video with that pool, so we are no longer gonna go there. And I mean, look at all these beautiful flowers. How pretty are they? There are different kinds of flowers as well, straight ahead and around. I won't show you that anymore. But these are the single units. It's good for maybe a couple. In my case, one person. And if you aren't, that's my beautiful motorbike. This gets me places. It gets us places. Now, if you aren't, or if you are used to, I've got a mango from the mango tree. So I'm waiting for it to ripe. If you are used to tiny spaces, this would not be a problem for you. I've turned on the stars here. But basically, it's got all the basic things that I need. It's got a fridge. It's got an AC. And the lovely hosts provided me with toilet rolls, a nice rug. Hello. I've got a bath towel here as well. And for some reason in Filipino places, they forget to put a shower hook. But yeah, it's very basic. I've got my tabo and balde, or I don't think there's a word for tabo because that is so Filipino. But yeah, it's what you use for scooping out the water. And this is what I wake up to every single day. That is the sea. I was told as well, and I did get a tour of that one. I just know that they lock it, so I won't be able to let you in, but I think it's got 2 or 3 bedrooms. It's huge. So if you plan to come here as a family, you can definitely stay there. There is AC if I'm not mistaken. This one is also nice and big and spacious. It's 2 floors. Don't be put off by the wear and tear. It's just kind of what happens when places get old. I don't know if I'm able to go in here. I was able to go in, but if they've locked it, then you'll just have to check out the other video that I made. Ooh. Oh, this door is actually new. Oh, yeah, I don't know if they've locked this one. It is locked. We don't have any luck here at the moment, but that's a shame. I was really looking forward to flying the drone from there too. Aw, why is it locked? Oh well, no luck. It's locked at the moment, but it's got everything you need. It's got an open space when you enter. It's got a toilet below and the bedroom's up, and you've got that beautiful viewing deck over there so that you can see the sea, and that's pretty much it. The one thing I will say, you will be very lucky if you stay here. All of those are mango trees, and so I was able to get at least 4 mangoes by now, and though they didn't ripe properly, so I wasn't totally able to enjoy them. And I'm super excited to share with you the pricing of this. It's around 200. Ooh, making sure there aren't any hidden snakes with the tall grass. It's just kind of part of nature, but it's around 290 pesos per night. And that's because I've paid per month. And so what is that in US dollars? About $5 US. That's absolutely affordable. It's 9,000 pesos per month for the fan room, and it's 12,000 pesos for the AC room. I got the AC room and I'm very, very grateful. But just like we started the video here, I'm gonna end the video here as well. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment or message me. You can follow me on my Instagram. But I would absolutely love to help you out on your next travel. I would love to help you save money as well, because I am forever on a budget and I understand what it's like having limited resources. So with that said, have a lovely day everybody, and sending you lots of love and good vibes and positive energy. Ciao for now. Again, don't forget to check out Christian Filipina. If you are looking to find the love of your life or your dream Filipina, I'm gonna leave the link on the description box below. Check them out if you are planning to visit the Philippines, whether for leisure, for work, or even for retirement. They will guide you through the process on what it's like in dating a traditional Filipina. I love that their service is so premium that they offer coaching to help you understand more on the Filipino culture, to make sure that when you do find your dream Filipina, it'll be smooth sailing from there. I'm so excited for you to visit the Philippines, hopefully soon, and meet your dream Filipina. Again, don't forget to check them out. I will put the link on the description box below. And I can't wait. Love awaits you here in this beautiful paradise called the Philippines.